What's up, Caps fans? So, 2 days ago on March 15th, Caps took on the Hurricanes at home. We won in overtime. It was a pretty good game. I think we outplayed the Hurricanes for the majority of the game. We definitely came out strong in the first period, which is something that we needed to start doing. I was happy in the change of pace. Even though we still only won by one goal, and even though it was kind of a close game, and we took it to overtime and all that, we played more confidently. Like, our passes were connecting. We outshot the Canes for the majority of the game, and we clinched a playoff spot. So we knew it was happening for a while, but it's nice to actually have it now. We also got our 50th win of the season. That's pretty cool to see in mid-March. That almost never happens. So we've got 13 games left, including the one tomorrow night against the Nashville Predators. So Peter Laviolette's squad, if you remember last year, they were in the lead for quite some time. They had a kind of a skid near the end there in February, March, and they ended up dropping a couple spots, so they didn't win their President's Trophy, but they still ended pretty strong. Didn't perform too well in the playoffs, and now we're looking at this season. So right now it's looking like they're probably going to end up with a wild card spot, which, doesn't say much because the Central Division's pretty stacked. It's really hard for any team out there to get a spot that's not wild card. So the Caps beat the Predators in Bridgestone Arena earlier this season. We're looking to bring the series to a close, hopefully with a sweep in Verizon Center tomorrow night. I'm going to be at that game. I was also at the game on Tuesday. It's a pretty good week to go to Caps games. So some guys that we have to watch out for tomorrow night. Number one, first and foremost, is obviously Philip Forsberg. I know, Caps fans, we don't really like to talk about him, bad trade, blah, 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 but, the truth of the matter is that that's behind us. We need to look forward. He is by far their top goal scorer. He's got 28 goals and 24 assists this season. Another guy we need to watch out for is Mike Ribeiro, another former Cap property. He doesn't do much as far as goal generation, but he's a great quarterback on the team. He's got something like 40 assists, and I don't even think he has 10 goals on the season. And obviously we have to watch out for guys like Roman Josi and Shea Weber. They're very scary guys to have on the blue line. They're the best two defensemen on their team. Shea Weber, arguably one of the best defensemen in the league. Roman Josi, probably the best, or one of the best offensive defensemen in the league. They can generate points and they can set up plays and they can play very well on their own end. So the Preds are going to be playing back-to-back games. They're playing a game tonight and they're going to be playing against us tomorrow night. So with the travel, I don't know if they're going to have a morning skate or not. I assume they are. But that also brings up the question of starting goalies. I'm not sure who they're going to start. So they're going to play probably Carter Hutton one of the nights and Pekka Rinne one of the other nights. Pekka Rinne, he hasn't really been living up to the hype this season. Everyone was saying, Vezina for Pekka Rinne, blah, 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 last season. But this season, his save percentage is about 91. His goals against average isn't that stellar. There's nothing really special about him except for the fact that he's almost got 30 wins. You can't really take any goalie lately. Carter Hutton, he only has played 12 games this season, but he's won most of them. He's also got a save percentage of above 92, and his goals against average is about 2.2. And those are pretty good numbers. But on the other hand, Pekka Rinne, even though his save percentage and goals against is a little bit lower, he's a very tenured goalie. He's a remarkable athlete, and you never know when he's just going to show up to a game and stand on his head. One of the biggest keys of this game is going to be getting shots to the net. Regardless of whether it's Carter Hutton or Pekka Rinne, we're going to have to generate activity in front. The Preds are used to having very few shots against relative to the rest of the league. And if we take advantage of that, we're going to really put pressure on them and hopefully score some more than just 2 goals a game. All right, so prediction time. I think the Caps are going to win 3-1 tomorrow, finally breaking that streak of only having 1-goal wins. And I'm going to say Jay Beagle's going to get a goal tomorrow night. And I think Nick Backstrom's going to get 2 assists. And I think that Holtby is going to have 29 shots against him. All right, so thanks for tuning in with me. Until next time, let's go Caps.